Dear student, I am Dr. Harold Thomas, Professor in Applied Geology, Department of Applied Geology, Dr. Hari Singh Gaur Vishwavidyalaya Sagar. Today, in this course, I will deliver my lecture on Career in Geology, Part 2. In this lecture, I will proceed under the following heads: who hires geologist, additional career opportunity and career option available in India. Hope it will be useful for you before embarking upon the main topic of the paper, that is metamorphic petrology and thermodynamics. Geologists typically work on a full-time permanent basis, although some may be employed on a contractual basis. The following type of organization usually hire them: engineering or environmental consulting firm, oil, gas and mining companies, federal and provincial, state governments, departments and agencies, science centers and museums. In geology, everything related to earth is deep study, which includes earth behavior like its inside activities. Thus, it is related with some other subjects like hydrogeology, study about underground water, geophysics, oceanography, study of behavior of sea and nature of waves, atmospheric science, paleontology, study of fossils in all form of life of plants and animals, physical specialty of earth like petrologists, crystallographers, geoexploration, geostatics, geomathematics, geochemistry, economic geology, environmental geology, geobiology, geomicrobiology, field geologist, remote sensing and GIS is included. Geologists are responsible for applying their knowledge of the earth crust to accomplish various goals such as exploring for minerals, finding groundwater supplies, developing resource for production and building foundation for engineering projects. Geologists' job duties: collect and analyze rock samples and core, conduct geological survey and field studies, collect and analyze soil samples in geochemical survey, classify fossilized rocks, minerals and life form records, interpret and analyze geological information from satellites, images, maps, geochemical survey and other sources, prepared geological maps, cross-section, diagrams and reports from field and laboratory research, along with supervise the work activities of geological technologists. Reasons for choosing geology, earth sciences as a career option: big starting salaries compared to most other professionals, high employment rates over the long term. University courses are directly job oriented and provides the skill industry wants. World class university courses in earth sciences, international recognitions. There are many rich market jobs combining geology with another skill, for example computing, remote sensing and administration, business management, drafting skill, physics, chemistry, law and logistics. Geology is an exciting career for people interested in the earth mineral resource development or a wide range of related field where a background in earth science is an asset. Career in geology offer opportunity for field and office work in many areas of the world, often in places that few people ever get visit. The work that is done now by the geologists affect the decision of the future generation. There are ample of opportunity for employment in geology after getting the degree from reputed institutes or universities, both in domestic as well as international arena. There are also possibility of being selected in many research team. Several options are available to study opting for geology and includes the following: exploration geologist, work for mining or petroleum companies, or as a consulting geologist, research for new minerals or energy resources and or help solve geological problems. Many opportunities are available for work overseas. Mine geologists work in established mines with mining engineers to maximize mineral production and to develop further reserves of minerals. Employment depends on success of mineral exploration to develop new mining locations. Survey geologists work for professionals or federal government's geological survey builds of framework of geological knowledge to encourage a better understanding of minerals and energy resource in the environment. Hydrogeologists, the distribution of water in rocks and soil and its availability, deals with groundwater resource development and the problems associated with potential or real pollution. Environment geologists, the broad aspect of the human induced changes on the earth, the effect of metallic and non-metallic ions concentration and distribution in the environments, and the problem associated with real or potential geological hazards. With increasing concern about the effect of pollution on the environment, environmental geologists are in demand by the government and private industry, primarily as a consultant. Marine geologist, geologist who is expertised in oceanography and earth science to study the physical, biological and chemical aspect of the ocean floor along with ocean mining. Geological engineer work for a mining or oil company involved in the discovery, development and extraction of known resources, or for an engineering company or government agency concerned with the site investigation, design of engineering structures like dam, building, bridges and road, groundwater resource and waste disposal sites. It requires a geology degree and an engineering degree, BSc Geology, Engineering or Civil Engineering with Geology. Employment will be in consulting and mining companies and government. The geophysicist, the physical, magnetic and electrical properties of the earth provides a strong technical support for minerals and petroleum exploration. A geology degree can open the doors in several other areas. Teaching, a high school teachers may teach a variety of science courses including earth science. High school teacher require a B.Ed in addition to a BSc. University teaching and research, A university professor must have a PhD degree. Professors are expected to conduct academic research and to prepare a scholarly publication as well as teaching a student in class and labs. Research. A research geologist try to understand the various physical, chemical or biological process that have shaped the earth development. A new area is open in planetary science. We explore the vastness of our solar system. A PhD degree is usually required. Chemistry. A geochemist works in chemical laboratories designed to analyze the chemistry of rocks and minerals. Analytical laboratories are owned or operated mining and petroleum companies, government agencies, universities, or commercial companies. James, a gemologist who first must be accredited by the Gemological Society may work with a geologist conducting analysis and appraisal of jewelry. Museum. A curator in geological or scientific museum is responsible for the purchase, acquisitions and display of exhibits and the interpretation of the collection and the geological display for the public. Stock and investments, brokers and investment analysis who have a strong geological background are vital to the financial communities because so much capital is invested in mining and petroleum exploration and development. Most stock exchange now employ geologists as consultant on the reliability of trading in mining and petroleum companies. Law. Lawyers with a strong geological background are uniquely positioned to understand the legal and geological complexity of the disputed involving minerals, petroleum, mining environment, offer and effects and law of the sea. These lawyers may work as a consultant or may retain by private companies and governments. Business. A background in earth science is helpful and possibly essential when combined with a business degree for employment in a resource companies or federal and provincial government agencies at middle and senior management position. Jobs in geology and available, but the foundation should be strong. Government jobs, GSI, CGWB, a decent living style, while public sector, ONGC, HPCL, IOC offers handsome salary with good perks and better working condition. In both the private and public sector, a fresher with a MSc or MTech can expect a salary between rupees 50,000 to 60 or even more. It will vary also based on the location of your working site. Metropolitan city areas prone to harsh areas, weathers, condition, etc. Few of the geological companies in India who provides a job in geology are as follows: GSI, Central Groundwater Board, CGWB, Directorate of Mining and Geology, DGM, Indian Bureau of Mines, IBM, Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, National Geophysical Institute, NGRI, Wadia Institute of Himalayan Geology, Dehradun, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, BARC. The following public sector undertaking also employ geologists. Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited, ONGC, National Hydropower Corporation, NHPC, National Thermal Power Corporation, NTPC, Minerals and Metals Trading Corporation, MMTC, National Remote Sensing Agency, NRSA, State Mining Corporation, SMC, National Mineral Development Corporation, NMDC, NELCO, Hindustan Zinc Limited, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, BPCL, Tehri Hydro Development Corporation, Mineral Exploration Authority, Private Sectors Companies, Broken Hills, Rio Tinto, De Beers, Kane Energy, Reliance Energy, Cell, Service Providers, Schlumberger's, HLS. Some of the above mentioned organizations are briefly discussed in the following section. Geological Survey of India, GSI. The GSI is one of the reputed organizations in India, provides number of jobs in the field of survey, drilling, etc. The procedure of getting a job in GSI is mainly by the qualifying the UPSC examination. It also provides number of training to various young talents. Central Groundwater Boards of India in the field of hydrology or groundwater, one can join the stream by qualifying the UPSC examination. Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, ONGC. The Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, ONGC, with its headquarters in Dehradun, Uttarakhand, provides job in the field of exploration and production business. The minimum qualification is MSc with GATE examination. They have their own examination and interview for various posts. ONGC has been recently started many new projects which is increasing the scope of jobs in geology. The Oil India Limited, with its headquarters in the Duliajan, Assam, is providing various geology job in India in the stream of drilling, reservoir, executive training and many more. Mineral Exploration Corporation Limited, MECL, it's enabled the geologists to enter the field of mining. Coal India Limited, this is the field of exploring coal in various parts of India. NELCO is one of the leading companies including for exploring the aluminium as a resource. Bharat Gold Mines Limited, it is the leading company in India in the exploration of gold and often uses geologists in exploration activities. Indian Bureau of Mines, IBM, it is also a mining sector and demands for quality geologists is always there. Reliance Industry Limited, RIL, also provide various jobs in geology in the exploration and production business. In this lecture, I will proceed under the following heads: latest career trends and geoscience career in changing worlds. Hope it will be useful for you before embarking upon the main topic of the paper, that is metamorphic petrology and thermodynamics. Most graduates go into the petroleum and mining industries. Increasing numbers of geoscientists are likely to become more involved with the environmental sub-professionals of waste management, water remote sensing, interpretation, construction and natural hazards prediction. Practically all industries provide a working background for the oil and mining industries with a special emphasis on theories, processes and models. Oil and mining companies provides the graduate within on the job training early in their career for a skill geared to their specific operations. A normal career path will also see the young geologist spend a great deal of time mapping or working anyway from urban center in remote regions or on the location of mining or drilling sites. New challenges facing humanities are altering the traditional role of the geoscience. Problems which were once the exclusive realm of the geologists are known for examined by the team geoscientists who not only have substantial training in geology but also in physics, chemistry and biology. The impact of the geosciences on business and social structures ensures that geoscientists further interact in these areas. This in turn broadens the scope and application of the geosciences. In future, we may drawing many more external experts into the team working on geoscience problems and challenges. Hiring in geosciences has gone through high and low cycles for many years. The future prospects are exceptional bright as world population expands and the global supply of the minerals and the fuel shrinks and more geoscientists will be needed. A student enrolling in a 4-year geoscience program should seek training in basic geological courses. This should include economic geology, environmental geology, mapping, mineralogy, paleontology, petrology, sedimentology, stratigraphy, and structural geology. The fundamental of chemistry, physics, biology, and mathematics and computer science must also be studied. This current era of the increased efficiency and the productivity requires a high level of professional and technical proficiency exploiting unconventional reservoirs such as fractured shell, methane-rich coals, and extremely tight sandstone is now common. Findings and developing reserves in such rocks demands more data, more science, and more engineering expertise than in past years. A geologist today need to know more geophysics and engineering than ever before and be prepared to participate in project team in which his or her knowledge is critical. Geoscience is a highly versatile degree with course in mathematics, chemistry, physics, geology, and other sciences. A geoscience graduate has a broadened base of scientific knowledge than a graduate in almost any other field. Geology is a science that begs for application. The geologists who have learned to apply their geoscience knowledge to industry and societal problems will find many new opportunity for a satisfying career. Geoscientists are currently finding rewarding employment in such seemingly unrelated but highly specialized industries as telecommunication and high-tech defense. They are working in site selection, network design, and other fields in which their problem-solving abilities are in high demands. Consulting, many companies and independent commonly lack personnel with technical expertise or experience. Geoscientists having specialized knowledge or professional training should consider services they are provides as a consultants to small companies or individual electrical log analysis, geophysical processing and interpretations, regional and field studies, and oil and gas properties. Valuation are typical of the project contracted to the consultant. Marketing technical skills to prospective users may be an ongoing process, but making as a consultant can provide independence and freedom not equally found in large companies. opportunities abroad. Beside the US, Australia, Canada, the need for geologists is rising in developing countries, Indonesia, Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait, India, Vietnam, Thailand, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Nepal and Pakistan require geologists for civil works such as the construction of highway, airport, dam, pipelines, etc. Assessing capital, those educated as a geoscientist are not often proficient in the obtaining substantial money from potential capital resource. Likewise, the person charged with handling investment funds for individuals or institutions may not be familiar with the technical aspect of the oil and gas. A geoscientist can be the technical professional who provide logical, credible information to the financial community and becomes the agent who locates sources of the capital and helps direct it into the oil and gas industry. The flip side, as a field geologist, you may be placed in situation that will be test you in every possible way. Be prepared to work in remote terrains and travel widely as project required. Direct, they are intense when you might get dehydrated or injured, and the most of time you are not close to the city where you can get aid. Also working in valuable areas, earthquake, flood prone, could be dangerous if she is not prepared for it. A geologist has to cope with potential problems which may occur during the construction of the tunnel, dams and other projects in the tunnel. Accessibility to the proper ventilation, radio connections and traffic lights would lead to accident. Filling the job in offshore oil field is proving to be a major challenge. There are several reasons for reluctance. Not many people are willing to live in the middle of the ocean on an oil rig, extremely of temperature, either extremely cold, most deep ocean oil rigs, or extremely hot, sometimes both. If all these pitfalls do not scare you too much, then the field beckons you with open arms. Dear student, today we have discussed in this lecture about the latest career trends and geoscience career in a challenging words. Hope it will be useful for all of you before embarking upon the main topic of the paper, that is metamorphic petrology and thermodynamics. I believe this lecture was useful for you. For further studies, please read the books and references given in the text.